So the high point of my career was probably during the Russian crisis, actually just before the Russian crisis in May 98. It was a Saturday, I just finished playing tennis. And we get a call from the Russian Minister of Finance saying the Russian Prime Minister would like us to lead a delegation of Western banks to Moscow to discuss some of the difficulties that they were starting to have in Russia, and could we organize that for them? So the only flight between Saturday evening and that Monday morning, we were meant to be in the White House at 10 o'clock, which is the Russian seat of government, was on Sunday morning at 9:30. I think there was a BA flight. So somehow between Saturday night and early Sunday morning, I had to get all of these banks together, get them on a plane, and get them to Moscow. So that was a story in itself. And then you had to get through the whole protocol and all the security. You can imagine there's a lot of security getting into the Russian White House. So, but 10 o'clock on that Monday morning, I found myself in this massive room in the White House, kind of in the heart of the Russian government, sitting across from the table from the Russian Prime Minister. So he walks in the room with his entourage. I lean across, I sort of shake his hand. I mean, it was an absolutely surreal moment. I was, I think, 35, 36 years old at the time, and it was an amazing experience. And we were chatting about the problems that Russia was starting to have and how we might or might not be able to help them out. And behind him, there were all these stenographers making a note of every single thing that was being said in the meeting and recording it for posterity. So it was a lot of fun. I think to interact. He didn't last that long as the Russian Prime Minister, but to interact with a head of state of one of the most powerful countries in the world at that level for something that's of such national importance, I think that's a pretty cool moment for any 35-year-old.